This is what we're going to draw. Now I'm going to start off by drawing a sausage at that kind of angle, so you can kind of think of it at that angle like that, and then come around a little bit to about there, and then we're going to want to have an arm sort of coming out like that, and another come around to about here. We're going to want an arm coming around like that, and then from here we're going to want to have like a boomerang, kind of donut kind of boomerang kind of thing coming down like that, and then a foot, and then here we're also going to want another boomerangy kind of thing like that, and a foot on the end, and the ears are going to be kind of about like that, and then we're going to want a kind of like a beak really. Now I'm going to start on the top here and draw an ear, and a little bit like that, and then this can come forward and down, and then that's coming into the nose. We can make that curl around a little bit there, and put the other ear in there as well, and then this is going to come around like this and around, and then down at an angle and forward, and then that's the bottom lip there. So then we're going to want to have a kind of an evil werewolf eye right about there, and the eyeball itself is like a letter C. It's a chunky letter C, and then we can draw across there. Let's just sort that out there. We'll leave a little bit of white for the shininess in the nose.
This video is inspired by my new book, How to Draw Halloween Stuff Real Easy. It is packed with over 160 Halloween ideas. You can get the book from Amazon, ebook downloads from Amazon and Spring underneath this video. You'll get it for free, as well as lots of other stuff when you join me on Patreon. All the links and details are in the description box below.
Now I'm going to add a little bit here, so this is going to be like the hands on the end. Make them about the same. So you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thumb. Here we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. We can draw some teeth coming along there, and then some great big fangs, and then the tongue coming out there like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of sort of shading in there on the tongue too. And then we can bring that around on the jaw and put some little dots in there and some whiskers. Now we need to draw the next bit kind of furry, so it's a kind of a zigzag line. Bring that down to about there, and then we can do that curve. Come in a little bit, and a curve in a little bit, a curve. These are the claws. We'll come around that way, and that's the thumb claw. And we can start about here and come into the elbow, and then down in a furry kind of line down to there. And we can carry on with this furry line down around the back and into the knee, and then start about here, and we can come down to the ankle, and then here we can have a furry line to the knee, and then again down to the ankle like that. Now we need the chest in this kind of furry line, and make that sort of come to about there, so it's a very sort of big heavy barrel chest going on there. And then we want this again to about there, and that will come down up to the wrist, and that's going to go to the thumb, and then we want claws here, and come in a bit, claw, in a bit, claw, like that. And then we can do a kind of a dog's pad of a paw in there like that. And then we want more furriness coming around like that, more furriness coming into the back of the knee, and then coming down to the ankle. And here we're going to come around. Imagine there's some grass there, something like that. Then we want a little curve, so we can get a claw in there, and a little curve like that. And we need some fur on the top of the legs there. So come down, and there another bit of grass or something he's standing on, little curve and back, curve and back, curve and back, curve and back, and then that's going to be furry on the top. We can put him on a little kind of hillside here as well, which kind of makes more sense of the grass, I suppose. Now, we don't want to forget the tail, so that will be an S shape there and an S shape coming back like that. And on the top, this wants to be a little bit furry, but it wants to be a lot more furry on the underneath, like that. Do make sure the ink is dry when you erase the pencil lines, and don't press too hard in the first place, because then it becomes really hard to erase those lines. So I think mostly all we really need to do is to add some fur, and don't go mad with this. So start on the edges like that, and don't add too much fur, because it's so easy to overdo that bit. And if you do on the edges, go thick, thinner, you know, sort of start off thicker lines and they get thinner, and go all the way around the outside like that. And of course you have to kind of change the angle as you go around as well. So that wants to be quite a lot going underneath there probably. So it's like a little pyramid, a sort of big, middle, small. Big, middle, small. And we're going to want some on the feet, like that. And then we can do a little bit more filling in those spaces. But like I say, don't overdo it. You know, less is more. We can do this on the tail as well, work our way down there, and then we can do kind of bigger ones on the underneath, like that. And I think we can maybe add a bit more kind of darkness around there like that. We want a little extra bit in there. And I'm going to add a bit of shading. So we put some shading in there and a bit of shading in underneath there. Going to want some shading in there, and you know, you can just, once you start, you just want to keep putting shading everywhere, but I'm trying to resist. We can maybe have some bit of shadow down here as well on the ground, just to help sort of lock him in on the ground, as it were. And then I'm just going to shade in some of these claws just to make them look a bit more dangerous, like that. Just a little bit of, leave a little bit of highlight to make them look a bit shiny, and we might ding 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 ding, a little bit of movement. Then we can have the hill up about there. With that shading there, I just feel I want to put some shading in there, but like I say, once you start, you can't stop. So I'm going to call that it. There you go, how to draw a werewolf. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you are subscribed to Draw Stuff Real Easy, and come back for lots more drawing videos every week. In the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye bye.